just got dropped off here at the Rolling Creek Trailhead for the Colorado Trail outside of Bailey, Colorado. Got no more ride with us. With the weather coming in, I think we're gonna get rain too, so we'll see how it goes. Starting to rain on us. You wanna stop and put covers on?
Guess so, yeah.
Where do you wanna go? Yes, sir. All right, so we're on our way, just getting started here. So the idea, it's Friday, it's Labor Day weekend. Me and Chris worked half a day and are now in the afternoon gonna get as much mileage in as we can. And then by Monday, so in 4 days, we gotta go about 41 miles to make it back to the other side where civilization is and our car is. So actually our car's not there, but our Uber or our ride will be there. So a little over 3 miles in. Just beautiful out here. We've seen one person. And that's a gunshot. Man, we just got to Buffalo Creek. And this is a beautiful little spot. In fact, we may make this our campsite. All right, checking on the map book. We did about almost 5 miles today. You know, we didn't start till about 3:30, so that's not bad. We're here at Buffalo Creek. Just beautiful area. Look at this. Unbelievable. We're set up over there. There's a fire ring if we wanted to. The stage 2 fire ban just lifted, so I'm pretty sure we could do it. I don't think we will. We got our bear bags hanging way over there. We're gonna go cook some dinner in a little bit.
Today's food that I have to eat, it's like a combination if I feel like it.
All right. We're getting set up to cook some dinner. What do you do, beef stew? Little Mountain House beef stew. Not sure, I may do chili. All right, so I'm gonna be going with dehydrated chili. This is some chili that I made about a month ago, and we dehydrated it like you would jerky, so it's light. And then you just put water in and boil it, and it'll come back to real chili. You can see I also have got some homemade jerky, some tortillas, some trail mix. I've got some cheese with summer sausage to go with those tortillas, Snicker bars, breakfast, lunches, coffees. So I'm gonna get some water. In fact, I think Chris is going down there to filter water right now to cook, so I'm gonna go. All right, you can see him starting to kind of heat up there. Oh, there they go. They kicked on. There they are now. See, they're venting. Ready to go. All right, it is really starting to get dark. And there's lightning moving in on us, man. We are pretty close to it. All right, it's about 6:15, 6:20 in the morning. Kind of sprinkled last night, got some rain, but I think we stayed dry. Really, it's pretty much time to pack up, get breakfast going, and get out of here. All right, so it's morning of day 2, and we're gonna have to get out of here pretty soon. We got chilly last night and rain. We did about 5 miles on the first day, so today we're gonna do 12 miles, right, Chris? 15's the goal. We upped it. And then we're gonna, we're gonna try to hit the trailhead for segment 2 or segment 3, I guess, by about lunchtime today. That's 8 miles by lunch. And then however many more miles we can do, you know, and find a suitable camp after that would be great. So we are packed up. We had breakfast. Chris is over there filtering the last of his water. And we're about to get out of here.
That's a ferret.
Is that a ferret or a muskrat?
Aren't they the same? It's a wild ferret. That's cool.
Wow. I don't know if I've ever seen that in the wild. There he is over there. Man, look at that. That is so beautiful. It is amazing out here. All right, so we are like 10 and a half miles into the hike here. Getting close to the trailhead for the end of this segment, which is nice because when we get there, I think we're gonna stop, get some more water potentially, but definitely have lunch. Chris, how many miles after lunch? Another 3 or 4 at least. So we'll keep rocking it. All right.
I don't know the.
Yeah. Well, we kept looking at these forests. It looked like they're dying and they're all getting just felled and chopped up. We were wondering if it was the pine beetle that was doing that here in Colorado. I think it's Japanese pine beetle that is giving so many problems. And if you look over here at the base of this tree, which is all beetles right here. That is too bad. Well, we made it to the trailhead quicker than we thought we would. We thought it'd be lunchtime. It's about 11. So we're re-gearing, changing clothes up, and eating lunch. I'm gonna do tortillas with some summer sausage and white cheddar. I got a little boar's head mustard. All right, what you going with over there?
Nuts.
Nuts?
Tuna.
Tuna.
And probably Cliff Bar.
Cliff Bar. It's a good lunch. And we're not wasting water cooking and all that crap. Okay, we're fools. Earlier we said, oh, we hit that trailhead so early. It's because that wasn't a damn trailhead, of course. We're talking to the wrong people, not looking at the maps. So now we're about 8 miles in. And we've got a ways to go, but we got to find the fire station or whatever it is.
Probably not going to see a whole lot of people.
I hope not. That might be the end of the mountain bikers. Segment 2. Well, the weather's coming in, and it's raining some big raindrops on us. Just starting to. So we're putting our pack covers on, and we've got about a mile or so to the firehouse where we can refill water. And then we'll have another few miles to try to find camp. All right, we just hit this road. Look at that beautiful view over there. We're heading over to that fire department, the volunteer firehouse. They are supposed to have a spigot of water that we can use. So we're gonna go try and find it. Nice, we got water. The North Fork Volunteer Fire Department. If you can give us some money, please do, but if not, take water. No bathing. That's right. Yeah, I want to thank the volunteer fire department. It started raining and kind of sleeting on us. They offered to let us come inside. We said no thank you, but thank you. I've got 4 liters of water. Chris has 5. And that's got to get us all the way to the Platte tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I think we hit the burn area. Just beautiful country out here. And we're stopping here for a few minutes, but look behind me. So nice out here, dude. You got signal? Oh, we did more than that, I think. 14. It says 14. So it's been a long day. I think we found our site. We're gonna set up here and get ready. All right, well, we're set up. think you can see our bear bags down there, potentially way down there. We had dinner, ate a bunch of food. I think we're about to go to sleep. It's early, sun's about to go down. But we're exhausted. Tomorrow's gonna be a long day, but that's the end of day 2. All right, so it is 5:15 in the morning. And it did not get that cold last night, but it did rain again. Yesterday was a real challenge. You know, we stopped at that fire department to get water, and the added weight of all that extra water, because we knew we were dry camping, it was hard. It wore on us. We didn't take a lot of video really once we got here. But anyway, we set up camp. We went to bed extremely early. We were laying down before the sun was. And I'm already starting to pack. So it's 5:15. You know, we're gonna get an early start today, try to get to the end of this trailhead, which we're estimating is less than 6 miles to get to water. Didn't get that cold though, it's kind of funny. So it's maybe 6:15. Chris is kind of breaking camp down. I'm coming to get our bear bag over here. Let me flip the camp. There's my coffee cup. There's our bear bags. We just hung them in this old tree up there. Let me grab these real quick. Be good to go. All right, it is 7 o'clock. We're like packed up, ready to go almost. So a little bit earlier than yesterday. And I think we went further than we thought. So it looks like maybe 5.5 miles to the end of this trail. We'll say 6. We just came on some deer. See if I can see them. Cool.
Past a large granite outcrop, past old quartz mine.
Cool.
Through the 1990s.
They snorted at us, dude. He's coming at me, look. Wonder if she's got babies or something. We're moving. That's kind of crazy. So we're just almost 2 miles in, and it's been a steady climb for this first 2 miles. If you look around behind me though, it's just amazing view up here. And hopefully from on out, I think here on out it's downhill, right?
That's what it looks like. Yeah, that's the old right. Still.
There's a quartz mine down there. Let me see if I can. All right, we are 5.5 miles into day 3. Taking a quick break. I don't think we're going to be too far from the next major trailhead. What's cool is you can kind of see that burn area there, and then the lines where the forest meet. All right, we made it to the Platte River Trailhead. And there's a bunch of people out here. Some hikers, others. We're getting water, eating food, and figuring out our next step. All right, we were eating lunch right on the other side there in that shade. This is the South Platte River. We are at the official trailhead, and we finished 2 segments now, about to start on our last. So we had about an hour break, refilled water. Chris got about 3 liters. I think I've got about 3. And we've probably got 6 more miles. A lot of climbing. All right, we're on segment 1, last one of our trip. It is day 3 afternoon. Surrounded by beauty. So we're maybe 1.5 miles in on this second half of our 3rd day. You can kind of see that bridge way down there where we were eating lunch. This segment of the trail is about 1,500 feet of elevation of climb. Amazing views, but it's a lot of work. All right, well, we are still climbing here, and we're getting close to the top though, seems like. Anyway, we just ran into some other hikers coming the opposite direction who told us that actually Bear Creek, where we camped last time and there's usually water, it's actually dry. And that's where we've been planning to restock. So that means we're gonna have to really conserve until we get to the dam, you know, on the other side of these hills. Probably another 8 or 9 miles and a dry camp. So all right, so we finally made it to the top of this ridge here, about 7,300 feet from 6,000. Nice climb. There's a cool campsite here though. And I want to show you also the view. Show you the view out here because it's amazing. What's cool about this side is it looks like people have cleared a spot right here. So you're just sitting looking out at that. Right. All right, well, we are hopefully coming to the end of this day 3. Done probably maybe 10 miles so far, 11 miles. Need to do just a little bit more. Like we said, the place we were gonna get water is dry apparently. So we've changed plans. We probably won't cook as much. Really try to conserve. And here at the first campsite we see, we're gonna set up camp and then tomorrow try to make it into the, I guess the dam will be the first water source. By lunchtime, Chris?
Damn, I hope so.
Yeah, damn well hope so for sure. That's the plan. All right, we are done for the day. We're gonna camp right here. Which is awesome because it's got an amazing view and it means we don't have to walk. All right, we stopped way early, but we did about 12 miles. And it's a beautiful view, cool little campsite. Chris got stung by a bee. How are you?
Wasp.
A wasp, not right on the finger too.
He's coming back for seconds apparently.
Oh, he's right there on your foot. I see him. That's no good. Night 3. We had a real light dinner. Got a little time to relax. But man, look at that sun going down, how beautiful that is. All right, it's 3:20 in the morning of Monday, hopefully our last day out here. And we're both packing up early. We're gonna get going pretty quick and try to get down to Bear Creek and then the dam before really too much of the day goes by. So we'll see how it goes. All right, well, it is 4:11 a.m. We are fully packed and we're ready to hit that trail. So we're gonna get going here a couple hours before daylight. Going for 2 hours here, sun's finally coming up. We probably made it 4 miles, got up here to that Lenny's rest place. And now I've got about 1.5 miles, 2 miles downhill to the dam. All right, we are done with the single track. And we're down onto the dirt road to go over to the dam. Thank God.
I saw the bears.
Well, we made it. Here to this rest stop. There's a restroom. I'm heating some water up down here. Gonna cook some food. Haven't had hot food in like 2 days. Chris is over there filtering water. Woo! 7 a.m., brother, what a day. All right, so while my food's cooking here, I'll kind of recap. We've gone 36 miles so far in the last 4 days, with 6 more to go today. But it's all dirt road like you can see behind me, so it's not that big a deal. The water by far is the heaviest thing, I think, Chris. Wouldn't you say the biggest challenge is planning water? More than anything is you gotta have it? The food wasn't that big of a deal. We packed way too much of that. I can tell you the weird thing is I haven't worn deodorant in 4 days. And I kind of stopped smelling my stink maybe yesterday. And then every time we would pass hikers, I could smell their shampoo and their soap. And it was funny how things just change so quickly when you're out in the middle of nowhere. Anyway. All right. We got food, we got water. We're 6 miles out from the trailhead. We've done over 36 miles total so far. Got a little bit more, and then we'll be done.
Man, look at this dude. What's up, fellas?
All right, so we made it to the end. Did about 13 miles today. Hey guys, sorry. Did about 13 miles today. Made it to the end of the trailhead. All right, so we are done. Sitting here waiting for our ride. 4 days on the trail, 3 nights, about 42 miles. It's a lot of fun. Bye.